The United States is the oldest Western democracy. Still, Americans vote at rates far behind our Democratic counterparts, with just 56% of the voting age population casting a ballot in 2016. 2020 is different, though. Voter enthusiasm is high, tens of millions have cast their votes early, and turnout is expected to be higher than in any presidential election in more than 100 years. We hit 3 locations in New York City, in the Bronx, Brooklyn, and Queens, to ask Americans a simple question: why do you vote?
I said that I vote, or I'm voting rather this year because I'm looking for change.
I mean, I have a moral obligation. I wrote down to put the future in great hands, I say.
For us, I vote as part of a system. It's not about ensuring that any one individual gets what they want. It's about how can we vote that we are healthy together, and that's why I vote.
I vote because it's my right to. My ancestors before me fought so hard and also built this country, so I have to make sure for the sake of them and for the future and for myself that I vote.
It's my responsibility, it's my right, and it's my obligation.
I wrote down that this year especially, I'm voting to express a commitment to US-style democracy and civilization.
Some Americans told us about voting for the first time.
Well, I think what it meant most to me was just knowing that you're a part of something.
I don't have a clear memory of it. I was probably like 20. You know, it was exciting. You know, I felt like I was participating in the American experiment.
My first time voting, it took me a little while. It wasn't until I got a broader understanding that I began to want to vote. I, like some other people, felt that it wasn't necessary. It wasn't something that I had to do. I did it if I felt like it.
I feel like voting the previous time was really empowering. It was my first time that I was able to vote, so I was kind of gung-ho to just do that.
Last time I voted because everyone was doing it. I didn't really care to know the issues. This time around, the issues are dire. There's severe consequences for my inaction, and I'm responsible for myself and my community, so it's more important now than ever that I vote.
Others gave their reasons for not voting, either this year or in the past.
If I'm being super honest, as a 20-year-old, it was very easy for me to say, well, things won't get that bad. Like, there are enough people voting, there's enough people in America.
Neither candidate, I feel like, invokes the change that I want to see, so I'm not really comfortable voting. I think local levels of government speak more volumes to actual life that you're living. So in the city, I'm really active in my city because I think that's where the change is most prevalent.
None of these presidents offer what I want and what the people want. And I just hope for the best, because I was born and raised here. I love my country. And we should be what America is. A country of, you know, all nationalities together.
Most of the dozens of people we spoke to, though, had a clear message.
I would say to just do your research, to not take the media's word for granted, not take what your cousin said, your aunt, whoever's word for granted, to make a really informed decision.
If you feel that there's issues that's oppressing you, then you should really go out and vote and speak your mind. And that's one way to tell people how you feel.
If you cannot be a politician or be in politics, be a senator or be the president or be the voter, your vote counts. It makes things happen.
If you don't vote, you can't complain.
A lot of people undervote, meaning they only vote in major elections like presidential or Senate, and they don't realize that at the local levels is where you see the day-to-day changes. So you really need to vote at every level, especially at the lower levels, to see the changes in your community that you want to see. Community boards, all of that. You want to vote for everything, all the time.